Imagine watching the country you love drift away from the values you were raised with: honesty, integrity, and basic human decency. Now picture a former president taking the stage, not to talk policies, but to ask a simple yet profound question. When did it become okay to lie and manipulate people during their most vulnerable moments? Today we're breaking down Barack Obama's powerful speech in Pittsburgh, where he called out political deception, highlighted real strength, and urged Americans to make their voices heard in the most crucial election of our time. Stay with us, because this is a message you don't want to miss. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a rally that's already making waves across the political landscape. Former President Barack Obama was in Pittsburgh, kicking off his tour of key swing states to campaign for Kamala Harris and the Democratic ticket in Pennsylvania. But this wasn't your typical campaign stop. Obama's speech was raw, emotional, and unapologetic, calling out the dangers of political deception and urging voters to stand up for something much bigger than just policies, values, and character. Obama started his speech with a reflective tone, asking a question many of us have likely pondered during this election season. What happened to the values we used to share across party lines? He wasn't just talking to Democrats. He was speaking to everyone: Republicans, independents, and anyone who feels uneasy about the current state of politics. He recalled a time when political disagreements were over policy, like taxes or foreign relations. But now, the debate seems to have shifted to something much more disturbing. Do we even care about telling the truth anymore? This set the stage for a larger discussion, one that challenges not just the policies of political leaders, but their integrity and the way they treat people. Obama didn't waste time pointing out a specific example that hits home for many: the way Donald Trump has manipulated recent natural disasters for political gain. Just last week, a deadly hurricane devastated Asheville, North Carolina, one of Obama's favorite towns. President Biden and Vice President Harris were on the ground, comforting families, coordinating aid, and doing what leaders should do during a time of crisis. But Trump, at a rally, did something different. He made up stories. He claimed that the Biden administration was withholding aid from Republican areas and giving it to undocumented immigrants. Local Republicans even confirmed that this wasn't true, yet the damage was already done. Obama asked the crowd, when did it become okay to intentionally deceive people when they're at their most desperate? And here's the thing, this type of misinformation has real consequences. Obama highlighted that people who have lost everything, homes, livelihoods, are now trying to figure out how to get help. But false claims like Trump's can discourage them from applying for the aid they need. This moment in the speech underscored one of the most dangerous aspects of today's political climate: using fear and lies to manipulate the vulnerable. It's not just wrong, it's harmful to the people who need help the most. Then Obama pivoted, delivering a powerful challenge directly to Republicans, particularly those who may not agree with him politically, but still care about truth and integrity. He wasn't asking for policy debates. He was asking a simple moral question: when did it become okay to accept this behavior? Obama compared Trump's actions to what we tolerate in our everyday lives. If a coworker, business partner, or even a family member constantly lied and manipulated, we wouldn't trust them, let alone put them in charge of important decisions. Yet Trump's behavior is often excused because, as Obama pointed out, at least he's owning the libs, or he's sticking it to the other side. But at what cost? This wasn't just a criticism of Trump. It was a call to conservatives to think about the bigger picture. Are we really okay with lying and manipulation if it helps our side win? And what does that say about the future of our country? In one of the most emotional parts of his speech, Obama confronted an idea that has permeated political discussions: that Trump's bullying and divisiveness are signs of strength. Many people, particularly some men, see Trump's behavior as tough or commanding. But Obama didn't hold back here. He called this out as a false version of strength. Real strength, Obama said, is about working hard without complaining, taking responsibility for your actions, and telling the truth even when it's difficult. It's about helping those who need it and standing up for the vulnerable. He asked the crowd to think about the example we're setting for our sons and daughters. Is this the kind of leadership we want them to look up to? This part of the speech wasn't just about politics. It was about redefining what it means to be strong in a world where so many people seem to confuse cruelty with power. As the rally reached its climax, Obama made it clear, this election isn't just about policy. It's about something much deeper: It's about who we are as a country, what we stand for, and what kind of leadership we want for the future. He urged the crowd to vote not just for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, but for the values that will guide this country forward: honesty, integrity, and respect for others. He reminded everyone that voting isn't just a duty, it's a way to make sure the right kind of leaders are in place, leaders who will leave the country better than they found it. In his final push, Obama delivered a rallying cry that should resonate with anyone watching. Get off your couch and vote. Put down your phone and vote. Grab your friends, family, and neighbors and make sure they vote too. His message was clear. Do not sit back and hope for the best. The future of the country depends on each and every one of us making our voices heard. And if enough people do that, there will be no doubt about the election's outcome, no doubt about who we are as a nation and what we stand for. As Obama closed out the rally, he left the crowd with a simple but powerful message. This election is about more than just policies. It's about values, character, and the future we want for our children and ourselves. Whether you're feeling excited, anxious, or frustrated, Obama's call to action rings loud and clear. Vote, because the future of America, its fairness, equality, and justice, is in your hands. Manipulation and division win the day, or one where real strength, truth, responsibility, and compassion define the future? The choice is yours, and it's never been more important. Make sure your voice is heard this election. Get out and vote.